All right, so can you just summarize in two, let's say, in a couple of sentences, your main pain point and what's your, what's your goal, what you're trying to achieve?
Okay, so I'm trying to create a workflow so that I can go from my topic
Mm-hmm.
to my research or to my outline, whichever one of those would come first, probably my research and then my outline,
Mm-hmm.
to creating paragraphs.
Okay. And you are the basically newbie in this blogging field, so you're trying to set up a blog so you can capture more traffic, so people can come in and read. And the more traffic, of course, online, the better, right?
Absolutely, yes. That is definitely one of the most important things. And I'm also doing my research and my blogging on my topics that I intend to cover in my master's thesis.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to share my screen so we can go through the high level first overview. Let me just share it. Hold on. And then we go over some Q&A. And it's okay if you can just stop me and ask if something is looks interesting
Okay.
to you. You want to dive in and get the explanation on details. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So what you see on my screen, this is a primary page. It's named content. So when you look at here, you can see hover. This is this tab. So this is the primary, high level view of the app. This is where you can create content. You can also create social media here. You can create the campaigns on social media. This is your organizational folders. And this is your blog sync. Basically, this is where you can connect your, say, WordPress. If you just started, you connect your WordPress and there's one button selecting your website that you connected, and it just sync in and will bring all the articles from there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so just on the high level, so this one is a dashboard. This is where you see what's happening. You don't do anything. This is more for information and understanding your progress. Let's say you set up your weekly goals. You could see what's going on, how many articles you've written, how many published. So this is a graphical representation. You published weekly, so you're constantly looking 4 weeks back, couple weeks forward, so you could see what will be scheduled. So this is my testing site, so you don't see much going on, but this is where you just kind of get to understand your progress. This is more navigational page, where this is mostly for, of course, marketing purposes, but you can quickly zoom into anywhere you want. But so here is your, again, dashboard. This is your content. This is your research. This research, again, research, this is more for doing the content research, collecting snippets, and setting up the research docs. This is the competition. Competition is your final, culmination point of your research. When you're doing the research, you basically want to compete with someone when you are going to publish the article. So you want to, of course, compete for specific keywords. So those keywords, this is where you can measure your competition, and you can just check how you fare against other ones for the certain set of keywords. This is your assets. This is your assets. Okay, you wanted to ask a question?
Yes, in the keywords area, are those will show up later in when I'm writing the blog post as well?
Well, you decide what the keywords you want to use. For that, in the research doc, we have a section of the keywords. So you basically can do some searches and analysis and collect the keywords in research doc for specific topic. Normally, conceptually is this is the process flow. You doing your, like regular people do, right? They doing research before they write. They get the idea, they collect all the details and information from others, they understand everything, and then they go ahead and write. Conceptually is a one research doc per one article, but of course you can have as many as you want. But what's the point? In one research doc, you can basically you can do multiple SERPs if needed on one research doc. Research document, it's just like an article, but dedicated for different purpose. It's your collection hub basically of all the snippets and all the information, and it's done. Make it fast so you can quickly collect the snippets of the information, the files. You can add the files, you can add the images, you can add the notes there, and you can also do the, again, like I said, keyword analysis and select the keywords that you want for your future article. So if you just simply assign this research doc in your article, you have an access. It's a simple, like it's a association. You create association between one or more research docs to the article, and you can view it, everything within the article itself.
Okay.
You don't have to do it here on this level. This level is kind of disconnected from the article, but of course you can, even if you do it independently, you can always assign it in the article.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Now, there are quickly assets. So we have many assets. This is just some of them because this is more on a global level, like Videonotes. Videonotes basically is it's a new feature we just added very recent. Is 2-3 weeks ago we just rolled out this. So this is it's just like it's your screen capture, screen recording. Anytime you click add, you can just say the name, what you capture, and you click OK, and it will comes up, the little widget comes up where you can say, okay, I'm going to record whatever I see on my screen. So you can go to any tab. You can talk to yourself. Basically, basically you're making video for yourself or for others with whatever information you want. And by the way, the length is I think we limited like up to maybe 1 hour or 30 minutes. I'm not sure. I think it could be 30 minutes. So basically 30 minutes you capture. Maybe you can even do a meeting and you're talking to someone on the other like Zoom, like we're doing right now. I still can capture using this Videonotes feature. I can click and capture and show it to you, and will be recorded separately and left directly here.
Oh, okay. Wow.
All right, notes, libraries, templates. So I'm gonna show this all within quickly. Gonna go over you inside the article so you can understand. This is AI portion. Again, AI is also shown separately, but every possible thing that you see, pretty much you can see it through the article itself and manage through the article itself when you go into article. There is a calendar. So the calendar shows that whatever you have published, unpublished, so you can schedule it just like that. You can actually get in directly into article like this. You can go directly into article itself. So this is the editorial calendar. It's done very simple way. You have a published tab and unpublished. Unpublished, this is exactly what you see. Here you can see if it's already scheduled, it's in turns yellow. If it's not scheduled yet, it still remains white. So I can show this on the other app. So I mean, here you could see a lot more, say like this, right? So I have a lot of them here. This one is already published, so whatever published, I cannot schedule. So if I want to schedule, I can just drop where I want, and actually I can use it here. I can actually move it anywhere I want. Also, you can just go like this if you want to just change the article details right directly from the view. Portfolio is just like your one-page website. Different reasons, whatever you would like to use them for, you can use them for as a like a blog. You can use them as like your tutorials or your maybe like knowledge base. You can use them as your news feed. You can use them as like a quick sharing information where you can send to someone just a link, somebody and open it and can review what you got and actually give you the feedback as well. So this one is portfolio. So if I click here, so I can open you some examples. So this one is the portfolio. You see, like look like a blog, right? So this is this is the part 4, but portfolio we have right now like 4 different templates, how it can look like. So if you go inside there, so you can see the article inside. This one is, you can do it view individually or view it the whole thing, just scroll it. So this is the whole article here. Of course, this article can be published on the WordPress, but at the same time, if you don't want to publish, or you just simply want to share it, just like before you publish, so it's completely independent entity from your WordPress. Let's say you share it and you put a passcode for someone, so you like password protected, and just let someone read it or understand. So this is these are portfolios, right? So is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear. I like that feature.
So this is and you can create so many, depends, multiple portfolio, depends on your on your need. Let's say you're making it for different clients, maybe, or for different projects, you create different portfolio. Like this one is a news feed, so you can see how the news feed could look like. So and you control the sequence, what would be there, and of course to get inside, so you can see it again. You're seeing it just like an article, right? But again, you can embed stuff. It's the pretty much, it's a full feature. It's just like a blog, but it serves a different purpose.
Okay.
This one is Workspace. This is exactly where you work with, you can work with your teams, or somebody else invite you in a team. If you have your own team, this is for your own team, you have 2 places where you say manage your article. So this one, it's clearly separated, that my workflow, that means only you seeing it. Your workflow, as soon as you invite team member, it becomes the team workflow. So, but other than that, it's the same thing, right? So it just geared for different purposes, right? So if I just created, I just put 2 steps here, so I can see it here. I can always access to the article just like this, and then go directly into the workflow of that article, and I can do the different things. Now we're gonna get inside the article and we're gonna review it. So far, on a high level, do you have any questions?
Not yet. No, I do have one about synchronizing it with my website if I wanted to do that, but we can talk about that maybe at the end, because I don't use WordPress.
Sure.
So we can talk about that later.
But right now we're syncing only, for now, it's only with the WordPress sync. So you can actually get, this one is for WordPress. So when you sync, we bring the whole list like this, all articles, right? And you can see it's in the already like highlighted in green. That's the one already like in sync already. So like this one is not in sync, then I can click and import it. So it's automatically will import the article. And then I can go inside, make some fixes, changes, whatever. And when I publish it, I don't even need to think about any. As soon as it's I'm publishing, it already knows exactly post ID. It knows everything, publishing exactly the same place. It doesn't create a new one. So basically, you can update it, import it. So basically, the concept is simple. You get in, you connect your WordPress, you go to blogs, you do the sync your whole website blog, and then go one by one, select, because you cannot work on all 100 articles at the same time, right? So it's not, that's why we don't immediately import everything, because you're going to be overwhelmed with all. We import you the list, and then you go one by one and start fixing. Just simply here, come in here, click and import this article. Once it's imported, it's going to go inside the article, and then you can go in and manage this, making improvements, do the optimization, whatever you need to do, and publish it back.
Okay.
All right, now let's go to the article itself so you can understand what you're doing. Let's say if I'm going on a high level, so you're seeing like an information here, what's the percentage according to what you set up for the words. This is your SEO optimization. If there are any, like I have lots of articles here that are just for my need. It doesn't have to be also published, but of course I do have like this one. See, this one was published. The SEO score is 92. The 3,437 words. So if I go inside, so you can see how article look like, right? So this is the article with all the details. Now let me explain first on the levels of the what you see here. So when you get inside the article now, you're on the level number 2. This is an outline view, the called outline view. Your menu changes inside the article. So now you have a different set of menus. So now everything is geared. You inside the article, article treated like a mini project. Think of the article like a mini project. So whatever tools you need in the article itself, now you have all this menu here. So you do need the workflow. You need to do the SEO optimization. You need to maybe view your assets from this view. But of course, some of this stuff you can do inside the blocks. This is your actually next level up, goes in the block editor. So 3 levels. Very first high level of all your main menu. Then you go inside the article. Now you have another level when you go into the block itself. So here's how the block itself look like. And again, block has own set of tools. And again, the menu changes. And now you can see what you're working with. So here is it's a simple concept inside the block. Any of the menu you click here turns it into a split screen. So you can see here, I open the AI assistance. It's here. Now you can select whatever you need. And you're working on that article. So that article here, see, when I want to close them, the left panel, this panel, I just simply click here and again return. So concept is similar to like iOS, Apple devices. So go upper left button, you always can get out, right? So if I click it again, I got out this article. If I click it again, I got out of that level. If I click it again, now this button turns red, it says back. That means I'm totally out of my project. And my project is, my article is my project. So what I can do with my project, of course, I can do the workflow. This one is like, this is already pre-established the steps which you need to select. Otherwise, if you don't select, it's not ready yet. So it gives you now the idea what you need to do. This is your workflow. Now, do you start with research, writing, then goes to editing, then goes to proofreading. Enhancements means like you populating with the images, with the extra material, maybe some tables, maybe some videos. So this we call enhancement, because content research comes first, writing comes next, editing comes after writing, proofreading, enhancements. This is where you can like enrich the content with other material. SEO optimization is after that. After that is approval, like kind of whether you want it or not. You can select whatever you need. Say if we want the research, starting the research, you need the writing, and maybe you skip all of them and go directly. You just need to publish it. This is all you got. You got 3 steps. You need to click save in order to save this. Is that clear?
It is clear. I noticed when you hover the mouse on the right-hand side, there's a plus sign and a duplicate image. Is that to duplicate that step?
Yes, let me just explain. Okay, to duplicate this step, let's say I need 2 different writings. I click on this, you see another writing showed up, and I can drag and drop it in a way I want. Let's say I do it like this, and I need the editing after that. Now, do you see my flow?
Yes,
okay, I do. Now let me explain someone. So any step here, let's say maybe I need to do the research after, whatever reason. So you're just doing the odd way. You're doing first writing this, and then you're doing the research. That's up to you. So whatever you want to move up and down, that's in your hands. Now, is this so far as clear?
It is. So you just prompted another question. What if I move things around and I say, oh, I just want to start over. I just messed up my workflow.
You can do anything. Yeah, you can do any changes and any updates anytime, as long as the step is not completed. Once a step is completed, but it's not here, I will show in the next discussion. I will show what you do with those steps. Okay.
Okay.
Now, let me just also point another thing. Your workflow is sequential. You cannot do writing before you complete the research. This is how it works. So this is the sequential workflow. You cannot do the publishing before you finish the writing. You cannot do like this writing. Let's say if you set up this flow, that means one after another and only one at a time. So you can only work on one step at any given time. one current step, I would say.
Right.
If research step is incomplete and it wasn't completed yet, you cannot even start writing. So that's how it's set up. Now, if you want to do that all at the same time, say 3 different things all at the same time, no problem. You can create this plus. When you click on plus, and now let's say I do writing part 1. Click OK, it creates another one, a sub-step. Say I do the writing part 2, another sub-step, and maybe at the same time, I want to do the special research. So it doesn't stop me from doing it. So anything you do inside all the sub-step, they are simultaneous. So you can do, all of them can be done simultaneously. So you can assign to different steps, different people, or assign to yourself, doesn't matter. You don't have to assign anyone if you are the owner. So that means they are all yours. You're all responsible for them anyway. But you will see them. Remember, I showed you the workspace just for yourself. You will see all these steps. So you will see how and you are, if you didn't assign anyone, you are responsible for them anyway. So consider this is like your whether you call it Kanban, you call it workflow, you call it anyway the project. This is your tasks. Now you set up your tasks, what you need to do, and you can see it's pretty quick, right? You can just click and select what you need. If you need to expand it and more elaborate, so make it more simultaneous steps. This is how you do the simultaneous step. Just remember, you can assign only one person on one step or sub-step, right? Okay. So, but let me don't save it for now because this one is already done article, and I'm working on my stuff that I don't want to save. If I didn't save anything, it just remains the same. But if I would want to save, well, let me do it. Say I do it here. So let's say if I'm going, let's say into this one, but I think this one is, this one already exists, but let me just go here in editing. So take a look. See, I selected those steps, right? Say I want now remove this and I just leave the publishing step. And this is what I will do. I click save. When I save, those steps showed up, and now you could see how they look. On the left side, this is my workflow. So writing, research, proofreading. Now let me do a little more complex. So I'm gonna do let me just move the writing after research, and then I do again, like I said, say part 1, and I do the part 2. Okay, now when I click click save, you could see now those 2 steps have this right here, right? Watch this. This one is your kind of now overview of what you got. This part is now split into 2 sides. This side called assignments, this side called execution. Assignments, this is if you are the owner, you can access here, you can write in complete assignment, what need to be done. If you want to, if you want to put the whole essay in there and write the like library of everything need to be done, that's fine. You can write up anything you want, and that will be visible for anyone, somebody who you assign here. Let's say if I have a team members, I could say, okay, I'm gonna allocate to this Harry Potter doing this research. And also this make sure you use you verify the access and provide the exact access what need to be for this person. So you can, do you allow them to access to content? Of course, what's the point of if you've given someone to do that, but maybe somebody doing the research, you don't want them to mess up with your content. Turn it off. They will have an access to research notes library, but maybe say, I don't want them library, just notes and research. So they can create the notes and they will do the research. Now, do you want them to use AI or not? Let's say, okay, let them use my AI. So in this case, when they come, because when you invite someone, they don't have to have a paid account on Blogly. They can have a free account, but will they have a paid benefits? No, if they write for themselves, there's nothing to do with so they will still have a free account. They will not have a premium benefits. But if they enter to your article that you, let's say you create this article, you give a name, And now you're going to invite the person and drop down, select them here. Inviting a person, that doesn't mean they're going to see everything what you got. No, not at all. They don't see anything. They only see what you assign them. So you assign them here task. Now they will be able to get in through the workflow, not through their own content, through their workflow. They need to go, workspace. They go to workspace, go to my clients. Oh, they will see you there, and they could have multiple clients. So may have multiple workspaces, multiple work clients they could see, and they can access, and they can do their job. And they can do the job exactly what you allow them to do. So you allow them to do work with the content, you give them content, allow to access to library, templates. And by the way, we're going to expand the templates soon. We're going to create marketing templates, some email templates, a bunch of other templates that are available. So they will be in the general list of library of templates, and you can select and choose which one you want. And that will be like a set of steps, whatever, like forms, whatever will be there. So the templates would be available. So now SEO, you wanna have an access to SEO, they'll get SEO. You want them to create a social media messages for you, and they can do it. They can publish for you social media. You want them to have an access to plagiarism. So basically, whatever you give them here, let's say you want to give them publishing, they don't need to have an access even to your WordPress, as long as they have a publish button showed up. And this publish, when they finish, say, writing, if you give them this publishing, they can simply click on publishing and submit, and will publish on a WordPress without even access to your WordPress. They will publish article for you. So you have a complete right access for control here. So let's say I disconnect here. This is all they get. And I click OK. And now this person is assigned to do specific task. And here I can say, okay, say prepare, say something, and then say I can say do this, whatever. So I specify for them, and I can do the even image. I can insert images. I can insert bullet points, whatever I need. It will be here. So you can see that when they click here, they can expand. You can see this is how they view it. If it's gonna be long, they're gonna be scroll here. They will see everything what you write them. So this is exactly how they would see their tasks. So far, it's clear.
Yes. This is great. I've been wondering how all of these tools work, so I'm so grateful that you're recording this. Thank you.
Now that when you have this, actually, you see this only one button complete. All other ones you see blank. That's the only while you're working on this, until you click complete, nothing. This will not be done. So they cannot do any work. Nobody can access here. But of course, you are the owner. You can do pretty much anything. But the people who assign here, they will wait until this done. They will not have an access. They will have an access to their task. They can see it, but they will not be able to go do anything until this is complete. Whether you click this button or this person click the button, if it's complete, it's complete. So this is, if I do it like this, watch, what will happen, warning, done. So this task is complete. You cannot change anything. You cannot change your notes here. They cannot do anything. They're going to lose the access after that. This is it. So this portion is completed, done, move over. Now, what if you need to, you can see now, even if you go to edit, you can see research is inactive. That's it. So you can try to move anything, so you can't. So whatever is there, done. So if it's done. So now what if you need to recreate? Well, then you need to edit. You could say, okay, create a custom step again and just repeat this step. If you say, oh, you're not satisfied. Now you need to recreate. You need to say, okay, I'm going to do another, say research, say follow up or whatever. And you create this step again and say, okay, no, I want to do better job. And then in this case, now you could see this one is a follow-up that, see, within 2 seconds, we created another one and say, okay, this is the, I need to say, improve the research. Research wasn't done well. And then I say, maybe I can assign to another member or even the same Harry Potter. Let the Harry Potter do again research. You give them, again, make sure you provide them specific access. Done. And now they have go off and do the job again, but on a different step. Make sense?
Yes, it sure does. Thank you.
Now, when you go back, you get out from the article, right? But now when I'm here, yeah, that's the one, right? Yeah, the here. So remember this, we specifically highlight this one is red. So it means you get out. So concept is this. From the article on the top, this is the top most of it. This is your article. This is your primary space where you could see everything you got. So you got your blocks, you can move them around. Now, again, remember you asked me that you said that you don't know how to create article blocks. So of course, creating article is you click here, just give a name, the article is started. So let's do this. I'm going to test, right? Or say, give me a topic that you like.
Meditation.
Meditation. That's it? Just one word?
Meditation for stress.
Not the medication, sorry. Meditation. Meditation, right? Meditation for what? For stress?
For stress, yes.
Okay, let's do this. Gonna do the meditation for stress. Now, here it is, your blank open space for the article. You got one single button. What do you need to do? You click new, you start creating first. Block or outline. You need to start with outline. What you need to do. Now you can click also here. It'll start with the block. But if you click here, now you have an options. You can start creating like regular menu block it one block at a time or number of blocks. You just type them and create. I'll show you like this here. So if I type and let's say I type whatever, click enter, type enter, enter, enter. So I can create blocks like that. But is this most efficient way? Well, yeah, let's say we do it like this. Let's do the say intro right first, and then I do the summary right away, right? So there's two intro summary, whatever. Let's say meditation, overview, right? Let's say overview. Okay, and now I can say, okay, let me move it here. So this is it. I'm kind of lining up my outline. Click OK, and we'll create 3 blocks, right? So to get in the block, you go with a click here or click here, but do not do the writing here. Can you do that? Yes, but it's not for the writing. It's more for like fixing issues, just like a quick touch up, but not the writing. Your writing is done in the block. This is where your primary working space of the project. So you're working on the one block at the time. So is that so far clear?
Yes. Okay.
Let's go back. You got now three blocks here. Let me go quickly do in a different way of, let's say you have no clue yet what you're going to be for outline. Let me go to a suggestion using AI. We click on AI and now say, okay, we leave this topic, or you want to maybe make some changes or expand it and be more specific, but let's leave like that. What would be your keyword? Say, of course, they say meditation would be keyword. What else?
Stress.
Okay, what else? It just doesn't have to be. As long as just one keyword there is fine. But what, just in case, what do you want?
Relief.
Okay, relief. Do I spell? No, relief.
AEF, yeah.
Relief, right? No.
Yeah, take out the A.
Yeah.
IEF. No A, but IEF. IEF.
That's why it's better like this.
There you go. I love spell check. Spell check has us so spoiled, right?
Sorry about that. So yeah, it's just sometimes it's just a mental block, even though I've been already decades here in US, but still it's sometimes. All right, now let's see how easy it is. Now you click on generate, let the AI think for you and come up with the suggestions. So let's see, we give you 3 different outputs. So output 1, output 3, output 2, 3. So see what you like. Just go through this. Meditation is important for stress relief. How to meditate, stress relief. What to do when you meditate. How to avoid pitfalls. So which one you like? Let's say you like this one, benefits. This one.
Yeah.
This one, you say, okay, what to expect? Maybe this one, that one. And maybe this one, and how to maintain your practice, probably practice with E. But anyway, let's do how to see. It highlights everything what you already selected, so you don't repeat yourself. So here, you see, I'm just simply clicking. You see, it's building my outline.
And
right?
it's building.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
final thoughts. It's pretty good. So I'm about done, right? So that's it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going clicking here. I'm back. And now here's my complete outline is there. So I can get in any of this and I start writing. Let's say I'm start writing, doing my work. Let's say, remember, you need to click save. Or if you try to get out, let's say you already done something, you get out and ask, oh, you want to save? You say, no, it will not save. We done it specifically for one reason. Sometimes it feels like, oh, just is like an extra. Why you want to maybe do it like a Google Docs? It's automatically do. We've done it before. We run into some problems, and then we just, and plus it's serving a different purpose also. Watch, if I add something else, maybe I do something else and I click save again, I've got multiple versions, and I could go here and say, I want to see history. And history of this two history, I said twice. So this one, whatever I added, see it shows up here. Those might changes was I want to restore. You can see I restored it to the first version.
Oh, wow.
So this is one of the like a tricky thing. But anyway, I'm going out of this. So you could see I started on that block, but it was way down here. So if I want to load more, so you can just simply go load more here and it will show, right? Now, if I want to just collapse all this so I can see it like that, I can open that one. Or I can just simply select here and say this one. You see it filters just those two. I can expand them. Of course, I have lots of content I could see here. What also I can do is say here, okay, I'm done with say this one. I can say it's complete. Now you could see now this, hold on, let me just see. Let's say at this one, I say complete. You could see now this one turns green and this one turns green. So two of them are completed. Let's say I've done my work. So it's like a quick task manager, done, or say task tracker or something. So you can reverse it back, of course. Say, okay, I want to do it incomplete. So you see it turns red again. So this one is just a quick help to make it to be more effective. So when you work on the content. So how do you like the generate outline? By the way, when you done your outline, let's say I'm gonna point on stress and I want to do it again, and it gives me now different. So you can try it 2-3 times if you want, just to find exact blocks that you need and build your outline. So when it does, so see it's the one highlighted which you already have. So, but there's something that also, see, it's different one.
Yes.
Right, now let's say I want to add this, and I want to move them around. So maybe I can move the summary on the back, right? And maybe final thoughts even below. So I can adjust any way I want. Each block is like independent by itself. They just grouped into one article. So there you can move them around, you can assign, unassign, you can hide them if needed, you can basically you can manage them independently, each block. Now, if you want to save this, because it doesn't save, you generate a new one, it just simply overrides create new one. But let's say I want to save this output. Click on save, it create me the node. Now, those nodes end up in the assets. Here's the assets. If I'm in outline view, I have a different set of this. I go to assets, so I can see just right here on the top. So if I click on node, that's the node we just saved, right? With everything what you had there. So if you can just want to go back and just review what was there, so you can do that. But also note, in assets, the filters on the bottom. So you see article related, all. When I click on all, I see all my assets that I got, no matter, it's not just from this article, from any article. And of course I can do the search and say, if I want to use the whatever, let's say if I had remember something I write about embedding, so this one is embedded node. I can always take a look at this node, and also I can edit it if needed. So this I get in this node, and I can see my notes, comments, whatever needed. So is that clear?
Yes, very. Thank you.
Also, I can use.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's a lot, but remember, it's not the best way to use, but yeah, you can do. See again, video notes. Watch this. If I click on all, I see all my video notes, and watch how easy it is. So I open one note, and I can see what I has recorded, right? So if I click, now it says start talking, so it's quick, it's fast. So I'm doing. I did my notes here, right? So if I click here, so it's closed. So is that understandable? I'm not sure how much of the value you see. It to me is like it's a tremendous value. So you don't need to save the notes always in writing. You can just do them in the form of video note. And of course, you can change them. You can give a different note name so you can find it easy. And you can also tag them. You group them by tag and assign the tag. Let's say if I assign the tag, those two tags, click OK. Now I can find them by tags, right? So if I go find them by tags, when I filter, it will filter by tag. So all this was on the text. Now, research is, again, article related all. So you can do this, and you can see this assign button. Let's say I've done a research, but it is a lot to do. Research by itself, I could spend another hour easy talking about research, but you already have a lot of time. But let me just finalize it quickly. I'm going back to article. See, I'm still working in one article. I didn't get out. This is my workflow. We already talked about workflow. This is SEO. We have two portions of SEO: by focus keyword, by recommended topic. You see the button, red button changes. So in order to do this, I need to click on the button and just go and do the optimization here. This one, you put in setting up this. You put in your focus keyword and go by the steps. Again, I have a separate video. In 4-5 minutes, I can optimize any article. You give me the article, you give me the password, and I can just optimize in the 4-5 minutes for pretty much gain 100%. It's very easy. When you watch the video, you spend about 6-7 minutes. I think like 5-6 minutes of this video. You understand how to do the optimization. Also, another one is the recommended topics. Quite interesting thing. Watch this. There's different optimization. You go and manage, and you say, okay, you can import from Phrase or Market Muse. You can import their data. As you can just simply click import. Here's a template. You just upload template. You import all the keywords that you want. Let's say you maybe collected 50 keywords and you want to be present in that article. You just simply import them and then do this. But look at this, what we come up with. Also using this as a it's also some intelligence there, how to find. We basically break down all the top 10 results, and we create what their keywords they use, and we just come up with the list. Of course, you can even select the country, you can even select the language. So it doesn't even matter what language country you work with. Let's say if I go here, and about 1 minute, probably about 1 minute, it will populate me up to 50 keywords, all sorted by relevance. And it will show you what is distributed. Distributed means what's already in your article, and it highlights, it shows how many times. So this will be like considers like suggested keywords. This is your recommended topics. So just wait a little bit and it will show. So this one will be probably more impressive for you. Here we go. Now, meditation like this. Maybe Google Scholar, and not exactly your keyword, but it's for some reason picked up. Not sure why. Probably a lot of EDU documents there talking about meditation, but you can remove it. So now, meditation, stress, mindfulness meditation, mindfulness-based stress reduction, meditation programs, PMC free article. I'm not sure what is this, but let's say it doesn't really impact. So this one, see, stress rate, again, Scholar, probably a lot of articles in EDU, right? So mindfulness, Google, again, we don't need Google. So now, mantra meditation program. So all of this, this is what was mentioned. When you go into this keyword, you take in this topic, go in the Google search, take top 10 results and break them down. This is what they talk about. And you could see now we pulled out the keywords they used, how many times they mentioned. See, like this one, more than 10 times. Of course, you write an article, each article more than 10 times mention meditate, more than 10 times mention stress, 5 times on average mention mindfulness meditation, right? So this one 4 times on average mentions stress reduction. So this one gives you the idea of what you want as your keywords, and more than that. Let's go. I'm going back now. Watch this. If I go now into SEO and I select this tab, all of them are here. And let's say if I write here, let's say I want to now populate maybe stress some more, maybe this one, mindfulness. If I copy here word, and let's say I want to add, just simply adding it here, somewhere in in the content, right, in your sentence, and then you just simply scan it. You could see now, oh, one time already found. Let me do one more. So somewhere another sentence, and you scan it again. Now it's 2 times it's found. You understand now the point, right?
Yes, yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's a lot of things you can, but again, optimization, this one is even better. Now you're focusing on say 1, 2, maybe 2, maybe up to 3 keywords. I would suggest no more for focus keywords. So focus keywords is very specific. You focus on it, try to optimize the hell out of it. So you try to get to the 100%. But again, like I said, for each keyword, it takes about 4 or 5 minutes to optimize in full. And instructions are here. Just go here. You want this keyword to be in SEO, just go and add this here in your SEO title. Go here and scan it like this, and it will boom, and it shows you this one's green, this one's green, gives you each point for each. So this is how the 2 types of SEO, on-page SEO is done. Assets now, again, we talk about assets now. Let's show me how, I'll show you how that in the content itself, how you can work with this. This one changed different. So now you can open this and say, okay, I want to find the fortune cookies, or say fortune cookies, just a express. Let's say, meditation, right? Meditation. And I want a thesis about that. Let's see what the AI comes up with then. And we're going to use some of this. Here, we give, say, 3 results. Mind control, your greatest strength lies within, but it must come from inside. Not bad. Maybe I can use it. See if I click, it adds, right? And now this one, the art of living is being aware and understanding what is not ours to control and not worrying about the rest. Write an interesting message. This one is need to be corrected. So this one is more of the, it picked up. So let's say if I delete this one and I say I want to get more, and I click plus here without changing anything, just simply like this. Let's say, yeah, no, this one is, I want to remove, but let's say I want like collect more like this. So let me try. Okay. Now let's see which one you like. See, we collected all this. Let's say like this one. There is nothing you can't create. Focus on what you want. That is pretty good, right? So it's like general statements, right? So you can use, you click here, see it adds to the right side. You click save. Now, the same way, all of them are done, similar. So let's say if I want to do the, my personal, like the, like Seth Godin blog. So let me show you here, meditation. Let's do this. Let's see how he writes about meditation.
Yes.
Here it is. Let's read it. You read it and you tell me, is it a good paragraph to be used?
Yeah, actually it is. Meditation is the practice of being present in the moment. There are many ways to meditate, and the most important thing is to find that one that works for you. Yes, the goal isn't to achieve some sort of enlightenment or mystical state, but rather to become aware of what's happening in the present moment. When we're in the present, our thoughts and emotions are less likely to control us within thinking. That is perfect. Yes.
Oh, like that. Now see, like this, you click and you add it. So it's no problem. Now watch another thing. Let's say, and those are different ones, right? Engaging tweets, social media posts. So, but say content blurbs. Also, this one you control with 2 things. You put in title and the keywords. Based on the keywords, it tweaks the message. So I like this keyword section. You can just simply tweak in the results. Now, and this is how you work with split screen. It's pretty convenient, right?
Yes, yeah, it is.
But now watch this. I'm gonna close this. And let's say I'm here and I want to continue writing this. You see right here? Here, I say, okay, hold on. I'm going to continue here and let's write. How about this?
Oh, yeah.
And if I like it, I keep going.
Keep going, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so you can keep building.
Now, watch this. Yeah. Watch this. Let's say, maybe I want to remove this. That's okay. Maybe I don't like it. Yeah, I'm looking at this. if I keep liking, let's say I want to tweak, maybe it talks about the same thing over and over, right? I'm going to go this, and I'm going to say, okay, my topic would be, say, meditation for, maybe I change slightly topic, for creative people. Let's see how this would work, right? And let's say I want to use specific keywords like what? Let's say vacation. Who knows? Maybe we can try to use this. And I'm going with the standard. There are 3 different models. So for simplicity, we made this simple. Economical, of course, this one is more like a less model. This is a GPTJ model. This one is OpenAI, but not that. This one is DaVinci, and this one is one step down from DaVinci. So this one is Curie, this one is DaVinci. So let's try 3 of them. So we start with economical, and let's go with this.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
See this, it picks up now creative projects, right? You see that's where that starts a little. Now also, it gotta be something to do with the vacation. So let's expand a little bit and say maybe control or something. What else? Could be there, say life, whatever. Let's try.
Yeah.
And let's go with the standard. We'll go notch up. Let's see what this can do. Let's continue.
Yeah. We brought in the creative.
See now, control shows up.
Yeah, control showed up. And both actually good.
Now, let's say I want now, let's see if I go to another national premium. And sometimes I don't even see this. Sometimes I see pretty good this one, that this one cannot beat. But sometimes this one is actually when gets me out of the better, gives better results. But let's try.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll show you the what else you can do. Say you come up with this content, right? And of course, you can see I'm quickly fixing this when it highlights. So you can use the Grammarly, it works really well. You can just go over quickly and make some fixes. So I'm using actually this one is say Linguix. Say if I tune it on, so the Linguix.
Okay.
This one now at the moment it's trying to correct me, right? This one's it in the moment. So this one is still again wants to. Okay, let me just remove this now. I have another thing is which called Wordtune. I highly recommend. I really like it. You see, I'm highlighting the sentence. You see this?
Yeah.
Click in here and gives me, this one is really cool. Like, see this one, I tune in the sentence.
That's what Wordtune does.
Yeah, different versions say meditation whilst being present. Being present in the moment is the practice of meditation. Being present in the moment is what meditation is all about. And let's say I like maybe like this one here and goes to the next sentence. And now you see this one gives me better options of tuning the content and a better sound and better pitch, whatever. So
nice.
It actually gives a really good suggestion. I say the most important thing is to find a way meditation works for you. Great. So you can just do it like this and click it if needed. I really like that.
Oh, I like that. Wow.
So you got lots of tools. Now, quickly, assets. You can see it from here. You got the video notes directly here on the left panel. Library notes. Again, remember, filters are on the bottom. So this is the place where you can use your, say, library. You can upload any files, any videos, or any PDFs, whatever needed. Links. You can just add the link. It will crunch the content. This one is version auto block is continuously running. But let's say I want to add this particular version. Click OK. You see now it's adding me this. Let's say I make some changes, right? And now add this. You see now it adds this. And if I want to replace this again, click OK, replace. So just quick overview what what the versions are. And the auto is when you remember the button save. When you get out, or say you crash on a crashed computer or something, you can always, it will show you restore button here. If this one doesn't match with your newer version, it will show you restore. If you don't click on this right away, you can start writing, this one will disappear. But other than that, this auto version continuously keep your last written version of in the last 30 to 60 seconds.
Okay, nice.
Collaboration. You can do the collaboration. You talk in the chat with individuals independently or in the whole team here. Those individuals, if you don't want them, I mean, they don't even know about existence of each other. You just talk to them independently. They can do each individual work. They will never know that you have a bunch of other people working on other different stuff. Okay. So this is
okay, that's good to know.
Feedback. You can just simply take this feedback. You can just take this URL, copy it. It makes it make it allow anonymous preview, copy URL, send it to anybody. That will be your article visible to anybody publicly. So, but that's a
okay.
And of course, you have an issues. It's like a task manager inside. You say, okay, here is say fix this, whatever you write, whatever needed. Say click OK. Watch. Now you got this issue here, which you also can communicate and talk to someone about this issue and and try to resolve. And you could see it appears right here. Anyone who could see it, they could see it like this inside the article. So it will show you here's one issue number 1 there. But when you're done with it, if you want to close it, you say active now result. This issue is done. Now you can see it's green. So this one is like another embedded task manager, truly task manager that you can use for yourself. You don't have to even have a team, but team will help. So this is a quick overview, but anyway, hopefully that gives you some idea. Of course, there's lots of other hidden features there, which I didn't talk about, but that's for user to explore. I think you can find a lot of stuff there. WordPress, we have Ghost, we have Medium, Shopify, Blogger, HubSpot is pending, so HubSpot will be in the future. Drupal Webflow not ready yet, but those 5 is already working. You can, it's very simple to publish. Once you set up like this, publish, you select, click next step, and then will be button submit and you're done. So it takes about a few seconds to publish. So basically the idea is this. Usually before Blogly, when I go to WordPress, I take the content out of Google Doc, I copy, I paste it, I format it, I review it in a preview, how it look like. Then I go back and I make some fixes, adjustments, add some links, and shrink, optimize the images, so reduce the sizes, align them left, right, whatever, so it doesn't look good. Then finally, when I'm done, it takes about an hour, and you don't even. It's like time flies so fast, and in 1 hour you finally, oh, thanks God, I'm done. Well, I save you easy 1 hour. It takes about 2 seconds. You just do your writing, make sure you put in, doing all the content. When you're done, you add in quickly add in images, quickly see you save the images and assets. Here's your library, whatever images are, everything is there. So you say, okay, I want to use, say, this image, and you just say like this one, you just move this here, make an adjust, say 100%, and say you adjust it to in the middle, done. You save it, and it's now that's there. So your images are saved. You can reuse them anytime. So like this one. So when I was doing this, so yeah. So this is so convenient to have all your next to you, the templates. You already pre-made templates that maybe some content test that your forms, whatever is there. You can just simply with one click and you populate there, right? So this is a most important stuff where you don't save, you don't waste your time. And when you're done, you just, oh, okay, I forgot to add one link or one image, or you just add it here and go back to your publish, and 3 seconds, is there.
What is that publish to non-integrated?
That means you don't have, say, WordPress, but let's say because when you published, it's reflected everywhere. It's reflected on your dashboard, right? So it tells you, okay, you published it. It reflected on your calendar. You see, this one will show in the category of published. Like this one. This one is a published one. So I did this one on the 8th. So it shows here, I cannot change it. I cannot move it here. I can go there. Of course, I can make some changes, but it's harder to make it unpublished. This one I can move around. This one I can't move around. So it's that's already published.
So it won't actually do the publishing to a non-integrated site.
You can export as a HTML. It gives you ability to just simply say, okay, export it as HTML file and just upload this file on your non-integrated site. So just like one extra step involved, exporting the content.
What would the content look like on my site then?
Exactly like it looks like in the preview. Watch. Let's say if I go, if I go to my, let's say I give you like this one, right? So if I go here and I want to see the preview of that article, here's the preview, right? So click and open another, and it's gonna look in the WordPress. It's gonna look exactly the same as I see here. This is your table of contents, so you can see this one is designed for preview. So here say, okay, check individually, or you turn off individually. Now you can just scroll it. You see everything what is there will be there, right? And again, this is this is not but you understand, right? Now this one is see here, I say view individually. Now you go one block by block and you see previous and next. So you say previous, you go by like set by set. Like I develop, here is a good example. Like I'm working, this is my public, I'm working on some of the marketing, email automation. So I need to set up this for, you can see what I've done there, understand what steps need to be done. I can actually send it to someone. Say you send it to someone, so someone can easy follow the steps and doing what, say, like perfect example how you can use the portfolio feedback, right? Option. And I got like I wrote some macros or run macros. So somebody who's not even there, I can say high tech, they can still understand it, read it, the instruction, and use this for the process workflow.
Okay.
Make sense?
It does, yeah. Okay.
There's lots of stuff, but again, social media. You can forget about everything else. Say you just want to do social media. Hey, no problem. Watch. I'm gonna say new. Say there are two types. We have a standard multi-post. Let me just quickly explain the difference. Standard, you have just one post to create, and but you have a schedule button here. Almost instantly. Let's say I put in the content here. Let's say I use an AI and say, okay, let me remember the fortune cookie. Say I'm gonna do about say stress, right? Sometimes, and say I come up with the stress. Because I don't have a clue now what to say in my post, but I want to promote stuff. Okay, good. You can overcome any obstacle if you do it by a miracle. Okay, fine. If I use this, I use now the Pixabay, find a quick image. Let's say find stress. Let's see what is there. Okay, this is a stress. Maybe I can use this guy and moving in here. So I added the image. Let me close now the AI. I've done my image, right? I have now this post almost ready, but I need to do at the select platform. I connected 6 platforms. I mean, it's actually 5, but I have a Facebook page. I have a Facebook groups. I also have Instagram, and I have a LinkedIn, and not just this is my personal LinkedIn, and this is my site on the company page on LinkedIn, and also I have a Twitter. So all of this I connect, and I just gonna be published everywhere with just one click. In 2 seconds, it will appear everywhere.
Oh, so wow!
You don't even need to think now. Also, there's additional things. Of course, you can add more images. So gonna line up. If it is some platforms allowed multiple images, they're gonna be post multiple images. Let's say you wanna, of course, the hashtags. In the future, we're going to add also generation by AI, but I don't think it's so significant. You can always say, okay, I want to do the stress something, the hashtag, fine, I'll add the hashtag. Now, affiliates, that's another thing, that those affiliate links I already established in my, let's say I want to use the affiliate link, that I don't want to just go somewhere else, where I have this capability in the settings. You can just, it's like a little mini feature for your affiliate links management. You set up your affiliate links. I want to promote them, just going to be included with the image, with the message. And also promoted URL. Let's say I want to promote my website as well, so I'm going to put here, I just copy paste my website, right? And I want to shorten it, so in the future we're going to be tracking on who clicks and everything, all on this. But anyway, just include this. That's it. Now I click on post, published everywhere. 3 seconds, literally 3 seconds. Now schedule, you can do, of course, the simple schedule. Of course, you can just set the date, set the time zone, and also another feature, recurring. Quite interesting, because recurring now, let's say I'm setting the start date. Now I say I'm going to do the interval, and maybe every 2 months, not 2 days, but month, I want this message going published. This is exactly what they do. This is exactly what the big influencers do. You saw that some people have 500, 600,000 followers on the Twitter.
Yeah.
Exactly what they do. They have a number of sets of specific already presets messages for social media that they keep publishing. They put in maybe some tutorials. Maybe they do just like this, statements like this, or maybe some motivational stuff, maybe some learning tutorial, whatever. So they create those messages, 100 of them a day, and they keep publish, say, 100 a day for 30 days. You would need like 3,000 messages. Literally, they have 3,000 more messages. They set up on a schedule, and they keep doing it every like half an hour, new message coming out, half an hour, new message coming out. That's exactly what they do. So, but for that, you cannot do it manually. That has to be done by the tools. So let's say if I set up this and say end day, let me add it, say maybe in a few months from now, then this one will add and will end. But I set up as a recurring every 2 months, this message will come out. And I build those messages in as like a campaign. And I'm going to set up them every hour. So every hour on the Twitter, the message will come out and pounding about something. If you pound in many times long enough, you get the results, right? So of course, the messages are not just, you come up with whatever, you promote your material. Maybe you put in your links to somewhere. Maybe you give in some extra tips. So set up the 100 tips, rotate them, put them on a schedule, and let the system publish it for you on a schedule, okay? So this is this, and you do them on all platforms. But at the same time, watch. Now, let's say I want to divert maybe slightly because I cannot do this. I may change the image. Maybe I can change something for just my Instagram, and I set up slightly maybe shorter message or something. I can do that well, and then I turn back to say original, and on original I put the common message, and then it will go out and will go on the schedule and start publishing the schedule. Make sense?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Now, another one more, Multipost. This is one better.
Oh, yeah, Multipost.
This one is recurring, but now this one is you setting up, let's say, set up set up the content. This one is one post. It's simplified. You have now the same thing, promoted URL, hashtag, affiliate. Now, if you want, you select this, but again, you publish to all of them, right? Or select selected one. Let's say for one client, you have one, for another client, you have another one. So now you set up your platforms, you set up this message, but how about the bunch of messages in the same time dedicated to one same idea, say campaign, because this there's a go, say about something, right? So this is your campaign now, but let's say you want to add multiple messages, and you set up, let's say, 12 of them. once a month, and you do it here. You can open AI and open your notes. You can just populate the images. I think now, yeah, you populate your images all in advance, and you set it as a on a schedule, but schedule now different. It's not recurring. It's just a set on interval. So you set up your interval, how many days or how many say weeks or month, whatever will be done. Then starting from the very first one, the system will establish the schedule for you and will start publishing those messages one by one. You set it every day, fine. You set up, say, 30 different messages in one thing. So for the month, you all set.
Okay, so it'll do one per day for the whole month.
Depending on what the intervals. You set up interval of 1 day, it goes one every day. You set up interval of 1 week, it goes out, one individual will go out in 1 day, but they will not be repeating. They will be one after another. One finished, then another one, then another one, then another one. So you have a complete, you kind of in one view. You also you can be you all set for, let's say you set up once a month for the next 12 months. Yeah, you got one message. Different message, but it's easier to create in one view. You don't want to go out and create new again. You just do it in one view, dedicated to one specific say topic, right? So this is the multi-post. So difference between multi-post and standard, clear. The standard, you can do the recurring, but that's different, right? This one you can create a bunch of them at the same time on a schedule on a different interval. This is what the multi-post is.
Is there any limit to how many of those you can set up?
No, the only limit is on a starter. I think we have 5 social media accounts you can connect. On a solo, I'm not sure how many, like 20 or something. I don't remember, but need to look it up. So here go to. So the only limitation will be how many you can connect accounts. So it's in the, so on this one, how many social media accounts? Yeah, 20 social media connections. This one is 50 social media connections.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So this is what that means. Also on the solo, remember we use the AI, right? So in the starter, you have no credits. You can buy credits separately. Let's say you just need to use it for 1 month. You can just you spend $10 and this is all you will use. It's not like ongoing. So just one-time deal, you can just add it to buy anytime. This one has already built in, we provide 120 credits monthly allowance. That means every month we will reset 120 credits monthly. This one 250. What does it mean? It does mean is you can use AI assistant roughly estimated for about 58,000 words, AI generated words. Whatever we generated today, easily 600 words, right? Just by clicking quickly, right? And in one block, right? So with this one, this is how many words you can use. This one, so this is what the credits, how they link together here. So this one resets every month. To check that, when you go to content, in the content page, again, like I said, it's a primary page. On the bottom, you have counters here. You click on the counters. They clearly separate what's the allowance balance for your resettable balance for the allowance. This one, that means this is your free giving with the plan you have. So if you have if I have a plan of, say, growth plan, this one I started off with the 250 credits. See, it's going down. And you see my purchased credit balance. That means I purchased credits, but they will not be used until my balance allowance will be depleted. So when I go down to 0, then it will switch and start using this one. And
so you can have them and they don't.
You can have both, right? So basically, they will never expire. So you can use them anytime. So you buy it, you keep it there. So it's like your extra payment is like your extra investment, but it doesn't expire. The good thing is you can start here. You buy from $10, say to $100, say for $50, I can give 500 credits. They'll never expire. They will be sitting there. So if you need an extra, you can always add extra just by simply buying the credits here and having them there.
Okay, gotcha.
And we definitely keep this. This one goes first. This one and this one goes the second. which is a good thing, right? So let's say you run out end of the month close, or say your billing month close, and maybe you depleted this, and then you start system automatically start using this one.
Okay. Okay.
It's a quite big and a lot of information, but hopefully I covered the most of it. But trust me, there is a lots of little other details, like about importing, the pasting text, about how to work with working with Google Docs. We have image compression. When you upload, you instantly can select the image compression, and this image compression will reduce whatever you want to reduce. But it's a simple. You can just say, okay, I want to reduce it to say by 50%, or say. So depending on the size, because some people come up with the images of 9-10 megabyte images. Megabyte images, and you want to put it in the article. You need to bring it down to like maybe 100 kilobytes, right? Or say 150. But not 10 megabytes, and then but you can reduce it quickly. You can just simply run it through when you're uploading, you just selecting the image compression. I can show quickly here. So if you're on assets, here are my library, right? So let's say I click here and I add the file. So when I add the file here, it will show up, and here's on the bottom. This is where you select.
Oh, I see.
You got two options. Let's say you have some transparency. Yeah, you need PNG that. So just make sure you save it as a PNG if you want to have a transparent file, like you have a background, right? So make sure you save it. By default, it's JPG. Quality 70% is about, we'll keep the image about this. But let's say you want to go to 40%. Trust me, it doesn't really impact that much quality, even though it says quality, but don't afraid of that. Also, you can say, I want to reduce it by size 50. This is drastic reduction. The same 9 megabyte file will probably go down to like 200 kilobytes. So if you do it just like that, so and you do it quickly, and you can try once, you get the user, you don't even need to know. Somebody asked me, oh, I don't understand what these percentages mean and how to use. Okay, you try it. So what's the big deal? I mean, you try it once, and when you try it, you could see like this. You can always say, okay, let me just say, take this image and I just download it. When I download it, I can always review, oh, what's the size, how it's reduced. So you can clearly see the reduction. And then you kind of, you know exactly by heart when you upload it, you know exactly how to reduce it.
Nice.
All right. So I get a lot of information. It took some time. And by the way, if I ask you your permission, let's say, if I can use this video, if I can upload it also for somebody else to view it.
I certainly do not mind. Yes, please do.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I will use then this video I uploaded in my YouTube, and I put it there as a, say, demo overview or onboarding overview. So basically it gives someone more understanding. I think if they hopefully it's interesting, right?
Yes, it is definitely interesting, and I'm grateful for the overview, because even the menu changing on the left side, I didn't realize that it was changing for each independent area within Blogly that I was working. So now I understand better how to access the tools that are available to me, whether I'm working in the article or the outline or the research. I understand now that the tools change according to what I'm doing. So
yeah,
that helps.
Yeah, thank you. Let me just I stop the recording here. I'm just looking, where is it? Okay, I found it. Okay.